Hey, it's good to see you. I don't want you to see me though, because I just came from an exercise class and I'm all hot and sweaty and kind of gross. But I wanted to show you my peanut plant. Look at, that's not a peanut plant, that's my hosta. Look how big it is. You have these little seed pod doodahs here. You can see where bugs have been chewing on it. It's starting to kind of turn yellow, and then these leaves will just kind of die over time. And I just leave it. I wait until it's completely dead, and then I kind of clean it up and pull all the dead stuff away. And every year it comes back, and it just kind of hangs out here next to the air conditioner. But look, okay, so let me tell you what happened. Last year, my dad gave me 2 big containers of peanuts. They were just raw peanuts straight out of the ground. And I didn't really want them, but I told him I was going to feed them to my squirrels, and he said that was fine because he had a huge barrel full of them and didn't need them all. And so I gave them to my squirrels, and my squirrels went around the house burying peanuts. And I've been digging up peanut plants all summer. My air conditioner just cut on. It was loud as hell. But I've been digging up peanut plants all summer, but I decided to leave this one because it's just so cool. And I didn't know that they have little flowers. Look, it has a little yellow flower on it. Well, yeah, I decided I would leave it just to see what it will do. So that one lives there. It's not gotten any bigger. I think that's about as big as it's gonna get. It's about 1 foot tall. Well, we do have another one. Don't mind my grass. I'm going to be mowing this later. It's a little bushy. You see my shoes? My festive fun shoes. My little Brooks colorful tie-dyed shoes. No, I'm going to be getting out here later to mow. The grass is kind of tall. Now over here at Buffalo Bill's house, I got to tell you about Buffalo Bill. I'll tell you about him in a minute. I'll dish some gossip on him. But one of the squirrels apparently planted one up under Buffalo Bill's forsythia bush here. It's not as big. It sprouted up a little bit later, and I think because it's in the shade all day, it's not going to get as big. But so I've left that one, and okay, here, let me tell you about Buffalo Bill. Okay, that's his yard. Buffalo Bill's been gone for like 3 months. My little garden area over here looks sad. This is my big Crepe Myrtle that I got trimmed back, and all that grew up since they trimmed it. And you get these little sprouts that come up all the time from the Crepe Myrtle. Well, sometimes you can pull them up. Sometimes you can get the whole thing, sometimes you can't. I will be out here pulling up stuff later. I don't really have anything growing out here right now. In the springtime, this is full of daffodils and narcissuses. Yeah. Well, okay, so Buffalo Bill, let me get away from this air conditioner. It's noisy. Somebody's sawing a few houses over. These are supposed to be in the shade, and these things died because they didn't get enough shade. I killed them. Last year this was in the shade though because of the tree, but I got it trimmed back, so it struggled all summer, but it's hanging in there. So he's been gone for like 3 months. And then I think the guy that owned the house, it's an elderly gentleman, came over here one day with a big old got junk truck like it was an episode of Hoarders, and was to clean tons and tons of trash out of this house. He had some guys working with him, some younger guys, and they cleaned the house out. My little roses. These are my little yellow rose bushes. Most of the roses have kind of died off for the time being though. So they cleaned the house out. At that point, Buffalo Bill had been gone for at least a month. This is my biggest rose bush. It's yellow as well. I bought them all at the same time, but those two were a lot smaller. They're not growing very well. These two here are doing a lot better. But I put them all in at the same time, but those two were just pitiful over there. I don't know, my FU trees are doing great though. So Buffalo Bill just left one day and never came back. So he's not living over there anymore. You want to look at his backyard? I'm actually kind of jealous of the backyard. It needs some work, but it's actually kind of nice. Let's see. That's Buffalo Bill's backyard. I like all the shade back there. It's got a little deck. There's a doghouse. Wally sleeps in there sometimes. Wally has been coming around. He hangs out in this backyard a lot. It's got this great big old magnolia tree there. And it's a pretty backyard. I like his backyard. Well, I guess it's not Buffalo Bill's backyard anymore. He doesn't live there. Nobody lives there. There's been nobody in that house for probably, I'd say at least 3 months. It's been empty. It's been sitting empty. Occasionally the elderly man, I just mowed back here yesterday. Didn't that look cool? I can kick ass with a lawnmower. I got to do the front later today after it cools off a bit. My little zinnias are slowly giving up the ghost. These are my $2 zinnias from Walmart. That's pretty. So I have not had a neighbor next door now for over 3 months. Got my little flowers. These are my Aldi little planters right here. And in my condensation thing is draining. It's not supposed to be doing this much longer. There's a pipe that's supposed to extend and run the water out that way, but right now it's draining across my little patio. I had to put cinder blocks on my umbrella to hold it down. I refilled my bird feeders yesterday with the sunflower chips. That's a 5-pound bag. That's a 5-pound bag. Little bastards are expensive to feed. Here's my old Coke thermometer. This thing is old as the hills. Does it still work? Not really. According to this thing, it's about 105. No, I don't think this thing, I don't believe it works anymore. It's super duper old. Isn't that a pretty backyard? Look at all that nasty shit. It's beautiful, isn't it? Don't you love it? Wouldn't you love to have that be your view from your kitchen and your downstairs? That's why I come out every day and I go, come on, FU trees, grow faster. Yes, Lord. All right. So I wanted to show you my peanut plant. Give you an update on Buffalo. I think Buffalo Bill's just gone. I think he's just gone. But it's kind of weird. I figured he would either rent this house out to somebody else or sell it. He's just letting it sit. In this housing market, shoot, if I didn't need it, I'd sell the hell out of that house. But I'm sure he has his reasons. I don't know who the guy is. He never says a word. He just comes over and messes around. Look at the birds on there. They love that stuff. Boy, they do. They come and go from that bird feeder all day long. That's a bluebird right there. They drop so much of it on the ground. But then the doves like to eat the food on the ground. The big old doves will come and eat the food on the ground. And the squirrels eat it. And yeah, it doesn't go to waste. Somebody always eats it. But I think Buffalo Bill's just gone. That's a fake plant. That's not real. And Wally still comes around. I saw him earlier. He's not here right now though. I don't know what they're gonna do with that house. No idea. So I got my little flat cat right there. Well, yeah, wanted to show you my peanut plant. If you've never seen a peanut plant before, there's one. It's lovely and dark green and very happy to live right there in my pine bark next to my hosta and the recycle bin. All right, God, I'm hot and sweaty. I gotta go in and at least change clothes. I gotta mow in a little bit, so there's no point in showering now. I gotta mow the yard, which means I'll get even sweatier in a little bit. So thank you so much for being here. I really hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.